So what is up, bosses? It's your boy Boss Fatwod, and welcome to Winter. After 20 minutes of finding out why my microphone wasn't recording, we are now finally recording this game. So this, ladies and gentlemen, I was actually going to say at the beginning of this, that this is going to be a chilled out recording. This basically is a novel that I read and there's occasional pictures actually showing the story. I believe that's the entire game. I don't think anything's interactable. Maybe the pictures are interactable. I believe there's just a novel, and then much like the Scary Stories or Scary Something from Beyond Something, like that series where it's like there's a door there and then you type in open door or walk to door, you go there. I assume I have different options when different things pop up, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is the video before I'm actually recording Resident Evil Village Part 1. So I'm going to leave my voice a bit of a low. I'm going to keep my voice for Resident Evil Village because hopefully I'll record the first two, maybe even the first three in the same day just to get a bit ahead of that. This is going to be a very chill recording. To start off with, obviously, as I said, I spent the first 20 minutes trying to find out why my freaking mic wasn't working, and I still don't really know. I just unplugged it from the jack on the back of my PC and then I plugged it into another one and it seemed to work. So maybe that jack's a bit broken. I mean, I saw that my mic was being picked up on the system. On settings, it was actually a device that was connected, but OBS for some reason just freaking crapped out and pretended that it didn't exist. So, welcome to a game called Winter. I assume it's a freaking horror game. Act number 1. Well, this is cool audio. 2 years, 4 months, maybe a few days, over 100 miles. Why is she here? Why is she at this party? Oh, okay. So I can interact with the image like that. I guess for this one, I'll turn on my cursor because it's literally just this. Also, I'm having to record in window capture. When I thought I was going to do this originally, when I thought my mic was actually working, I did have it in game capture, but then for some reason, the game just didn't show up again on game capture. So I really hope everything goes well with this recording. The fact that I can't record it in game capture and my mic broke for about 20-30 minutes before, it's not looking good, but hopefully everything goes alright. I mean, I'd much rather this game or this video be bad rather than freaking Village. So let's get all of this out of the way just before. I mean, it's still 2 days. Like, this is going out the day before Village, but this is the day before the day before, or the day before the day before the day before Village. This is 2 days before this video is actually going out. So, why is she at this party? I didn't move here just to avoid her, but, well, it was a contributing factor. I didn't expect to see her tonight. I'm not prepared. Run away, say hi. Say hi? Okay. There are enough people between me and her that I can get a bit closer without feeling obvious. She is standing by the window, dancing in a low-energy way. I have no idea what I can say to her. Remember me? Sorry about before. I kind of want to learn about this a bit more. Perhaps I would be better off just throwing myself to the floor. God, she's smiling. Maybe she doesn't even remember me. She chalks me up as another weirdo who wants... Okay. What do I do now? Oh, I can scroll down. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. Oh, God. I don't know what this game is, by the way. I genuinely have no idea what this game is. So I apologize. It seems like it is a freaking 18 plus right now. Oh, God, she looks happy. He's touching her waist and saying something, and I'm just standing here thinking about whether I'm a creep. Maybe if I was still a guy, then it would have been fine. If I was still a guy, are we gay then, maybe? We expect that kind of crap from a guy, right? She's touching him back. I feel sick. I can't watch this. Let's be a bit more humane, shall we? I feel sick. I can't... Okay, I did both of them anyway. I can't watch this. I'm out of here. That's the only option we've got. Hey. Someone is talking to me. Yes, a freaking skeleton man. I guess everyone in this universe is skeleton, maybe? Is skeleton, not a skeleton, just is skeleton. Someone is talking to me. I turn and I look at her. I think her, in quotations, is right away. Or is right anyway. There is no face for me to tell. Is that why? Maybe we just don't know their identity. So that's a cool way of the game showing we don't actually know anyone's identity here. That's really cool. I've never really seen that before. Not that is necessarily reliable. I just sense an energy. An energy despite the mate or matte off-white bone that stares back at me. Deep dark eye sockets in a pallid skull or a painted skull maybe? Maybe my drugs have started messing up again. I shouldn't have drunk. Want to get out of here? Oh, okay. They tell me that, or she tells me that maybe? Do I know you? I'm leaving on my own. I mean, let's be... both of them are relatively rude, but that's less rude. Not yet, but I know you. I can see the shadow that follows you. And you can see me too, can't you? Feels like I should stick together, you know. Oh, we're a girl as well, okay. Oh, okay, so we're not gay, we're just the girl. I couldn't freaking tell because everyone's got this skull about them. I mean, we've all got skulls, but you can't freaking see mine. Probably because I don't have a freaking face cam in the top left. I don't want to stick together, I don't want to talk. I want to go home and feel sorry for myself. I have no idea what you mean, like us. Okay, I have no idea what you mean. It takes one to know one. You pass very well for someone functional and right. If you hadn't nearly started crying when looking at that girl, I wouldn't have even known. I love your boots, by the way. You don't know anything about me. Well, I want to say nothing. I don't want to be rude. After a moment, she clears her throat. Never mind, I have a wine, a whole bottle. See? She holds it up conspiratorially. She holds it up conspiratorially. Yes, that's that word, or that's that sentence formed in them exact words right there that all make absolute sense. Somehow I get the impression of her winking. I thought that word was something freaking else then. I should go, or why should I go anywhere with you? Where did you get that? Where did you get that, I guess? I took it as a house party. It's there to be drunk. Is this someone different now, like the different text? She shrugs, and as if that makes it better. Why should I go anywhere with you? Take the stolen wine. I guess this one now? She sighs and looks over her shoulder. This party sucks, and you look like you want to cry. Let's get pissed and vent together. She looks at me silently for a moment. Neither of us say anything for a second. I am suddenly absolutely sure that she wants to cry too. Whatever. Let's just go already. I don't want to cry when everyone can see me. Her jaw opens slightly in a horrible impression of a grin without skin. I know just the place. I know just the place. Then we're on a bench in a quiet section of the park I didn't even know existed. A lovely freaking picture. I do like this art style though. Very nice. What are in settings actually? Oh, volume. Let me just boost the volume up. Why not? Zoom. Okay, that might be good. Yeah, that's good. That's exactly okay. I'm gonna do it there just because maybe like some people might prefer the big text. I actually kind of prefer the big text like this as well because it's not just two massive black borders on the left and right. It's more of the full screen actually there. She opens the bottle of wine with practice, chucking the cork over her shoulder and takes a swig. I apologize. I always do that when reading. Actually, just move the freaking cursor over the words. But if you're trying to read it, obviously the cursor gets in the way. So I try and not do that as much. I know for a fact I'm going to do it more, and then freaking editing boss Fatwod's going to get annoyed at it. But when she hands it to me, there's somehow lipstick on the rim. I drink, I hesitate. I'll do this one. COVID safe and all. She makes a little drinking motion with her hand. I drink. Okay, fair enough. Drink all of that freaking lovely lipstick right now. I drink is not very good wine, but the only option is to take another swig. Is there someone else there behind us? Is there someone there? I have no idea. I hand the ball back to her. Meredith. From freaking The Office US right now. I brace for a laugh, but it doesn't come. She cocks her head to the side and makes a noise. Nice name. Cute, old-fashioned. Bit of a mouthful to say every time, though. Meredith. Yeah, because like the at the end makes it a bit freaking odd to say. Can't wait to hear how the freaking mic picked up that sound. Mary, maybe. She takes a swig of wine and pulls a face. Mary doesn't suit you. I'm going to call you Red. You're not. Okay. She looks at me, some sparkle visible in her eye sockets. I think I'm getting used to her lack of a face. Oh, so everyone just has a lack of face. That's weird that our freaking thing, our silhouette doesn't move. I guess that means that we're not real, potentially? Is that signifying that? Almost. Wherever you say, Red. Why were you about to cry back there? I think I haven't hit her just because of the sheer affront of her question. Why should I spill my guts to some random faceless girl in the park? I still don't even know your name. Oh, so we're Meredith, but now Mary and then Red, I guess? She waggles the bottle of wine at me teasingly. Give me that. She lets it go without protest, and I raise it to my lips. Okay. It's a bit confusing knowing, like, what the options are and who's talking. She lets it go without protest, and I raise it to my lips. You think I don't know you, Red, and maybe you're right, but I can guess. There's something about yourself that you can't live with. There's something about yourself that you can't live with. Some part you think abhorrent. to be hidden away from sight. Only, hiding it inside wasn't enough. You could feel it in there still, burning away like a hot coal. Some hot black little lump inside you like a smouldering heart. You hated it. Hated it so much that one day you wrenched that free from yourself, okay? And ever since then, you told yourself you feel better. But you don't really believe that, do you? It's not a good absence. It's not like exercising or, yeah, exercising. I apologize for that freaking flash. No idea what that was about. A tumor is something more vital. That's why I was recording Game Catcher, because anything that pops up on the screen doesn't actually appear. I'll most likely cover that over because it's just black there, but my taskbar actually just flashed on the screen for some reason then. You cut out your heart and now it beats at the door of your soul. I like that we actually have audio as well. That's nice. She stops talking as I stare, dumbfounded, bottle of wine still raised halfway to my lips. This kind of reminds me of the Missed Messages and A New Life, I guess, miniseries. I might actually put this in that playlist, and just, actually, I probably won't because it's got, like, just them games from that dev, but it's a very similar game in, like, the sense of, I guess it's like a love story type thing, maybe? I'm not really too sure why now. Rummaging in her coat pocket, she pulls out a pack of cigarettes and lights one casually, clamping it somehow between her teeth. Okay, so she has teeth then. A lack of face, but she still actually has teeth. That's interesting. That's how I feel anyway. My name's Winter. Of course it is. That's the freaking name of the game. So now we're uneven. You gotta tell me about yourself now. Not gonna say that word. That in freaking UK means cigarette, by the way, or the American people. Something like that. No, I don't smoke. Yeah, let's be freaking... Let's be good. We've drank freaking wine, which is bad, but smoking's a lot freaking worse, or at least worse. I mean, smoking's not going to get you drunk, but smoking definitely is going to give you cancer, which is a lot worse than getting drunk at the end of the day. No, I don't smoke. Good girl, smart, your loss. Might as well just talk then. Take another swig of the bad wine while I try to process what she said to me. I mean, bad wine's a lot more worse than expensive wine right now. I feel like she's told me some secret, sticky part of herself. Like she's told me nothing at all. Okay, so now as you can see, we have the Wii option. So let's click that. Oh, Jesus, okay. I black out as the shadow talks through me, giving its own monologue. When I snap back, Red is finishing her cigarette, and I mumble the last few words. And, we haven't talked since. And now she's happily dancing with some guy, and oh, I guess that was like a vision then? I'm going to drink more wine, I'm going to cry. Yeah, let's do this one. It's better, I mean, it's not good. It's better than freaking cry. I guess crying will just flush out your system, right, without having to intake some freaking fluid to do so. I'm going to drink more wine and take another swig of the wine. So yeah, I shouldn't have actually done that one. It's still awful. I hand her the bowl and bring my knees up to my chest. It was resting on the edge of the bench. I apologize that I'm absolutely freaking awful at actually reading right now, and will always be. So where does the shadow come in? The shadow there, yeah. And we also have someone over there. I do like how there's actually more to this picture that you can see when you actually move around. That's cool. And we see another, like the entrance to that building there, like that white building there, a church maybe? I fully expected to cry, but Winter's constant pushiness isn't leaving time. Okay. I'm angry that she keeps asking, and spiteful enough to tell her. I wonder if she'll call me... Okay, not sure if I want to know what that freaking word is. That's not me doing that, by the way. Okay, I clicked something. That's not me doing that. That's the game. Attraction. I'm scared of what I wanted to do to her. I still want to do. Jesus Christ. And I'm not just her. Oh, and not just her, but others. Girls I knew before or who I see maybe once and just think about idly. Girls aren't meant to have these thoughts, are we? Especially when we're trans. Okay, I see. We're meant to leave that behind. Just be nice and receptive, inoffensive and unproblematic. I think about how I want to touch or hurt. I can't do it. I can't do it, but I want to. I feel like I'm trespassing, unwanted and imposing. I can't stop wanting to. And what used to be just some awful black part of my heart has just grown and grown until it was always there looking over my shoulder. I'm scared of the part of me that follows. I rest my head on my knees and try to keep myself very, very still. I said too much. I've been too much. Yeah, this one. Okay, this is getting quite serious now, so there's definitely going to be a warning at the beginning. The urge, I've been too much. The urge inside is to either stop moving forever, or else to flail and throw myself into the duck pond. Or I can commit to running away. Winter takes a deep breath and nods. That's wild. And now we're in the freaking void, apparently. I look over my knees at Winter's expression. She looks pleased. That's wild. No, let's not say the freaking second option, shall we? That's wild. I mean, we're almost exact opposites, you and I. You're scared of being attracted to someone and everything that entails. And is being attractive to people I can't stand. I don't know how to make myself feel vulnerable or to tolerate someone's eyes on me. What's that phrase? Mortifying ordeal of being unknown or of being known. I want to, but there's armor I can't take off. Baggage that I can't put down. I look at her as she talks, her body language shrinking, and the casual arrogance from earlier falling off like melting snow. Cradles the wine in her hand, bottle nearly empty, and laughs. You know what we have to do, Red? I have no idea what. I'm intrigued. Freaking tell me as I drip my Dr. Pepper freaking Zero. Did I say drip my Dr. Pepper Zero? Who knows? What and why we should help each other. We're complementary. You have a hang-up about attraction to people, and I don't. I can show you, teach you, and you can show me what it looks like to be comfortable in your own skin, comfortable being looked at. I uncoil my legs and look at her, processing what she says. You're ... You're not suggesting we date after taking or talking for 15 minutes. It's only been 15 minutes. I feel like I've been freaking talking to this girl for a lifetime right now. You're not suggesting we date after... Okay, fair enough. Not dating, just helping each other out. I have someone I already like. I like already, and I want to be attractive for him. Oh, him, okay. And you have something you like, right? The girl from earlier. As if that was ever a relationship that could happen again. But wasn't she with a man, though? Could or should happen again. I burned that bridge, and I've known that for a long time. But, ... I want to reconcile this part of myself. Something about Winter's intensity makes me trust her, makes me want to trust her. So this white is stuff we're saying to ourselves in our head. So this is basically the stuff that we're reading just straight from this girl's perspective. Okay, how do we do it? I guess we could have just said, okay, how do we do it? And we said yes, apparently, from that. Yes, she grins tipsily, there we go, and leads in to kiss me. To kiss the other me. Is that the me that has a face, maybe? It feels strange to watch her do so. White bone against black shadow. I can feel something warm on my lips, but it's barely there. I just stare at her for a second, so close to me, feeling something twist in my stomach. Then she draws back and wipes her mouth briefly with the back of her hand. Blood. No, lipstick. Lipstick smeared across teeth. But then the shadow takes over again and I black out. Oh, so this is now... I mean, this has to be the real world, right? That's 2. What do you mean you don't cook? Okay, we're a completely different story now. Oh no, the same story, I guess, just a year ahead or something like that. Oh, what do you mean you don't cook? Winter shrugs and pours herself another glass of wine. I'm liking this freaking beat right now. Cigarette between her teeth. Between her, I guess that is between her teeth. That just sounds weird saying it like that. Cigarette in the mouth usually, but not freaking between the teeth. It's a weird way of putting it right there. I just don't. If I eat proper food, I buy it. I like restaurant food, okay? I like the freaking Pizza King that I've got 2 minutes down the road. Very freaking good burgers. I look at her dumbfounded. She must be spending as much on takeout as I do on rent. Fair enough. How the hell do you afford it? That seems so lazy. I mean, that's my first thought. I get freaking takeaway like once, maybe twice a month, if that. I look at her dumbfounded. Oh no, that's what I've read. Why aren't all broke PhD students... we aren't all broke PhD students, Red. I'm not that much of a stereotype. I only spend a day a week on studies. The rest is programming. I should take it up, honestly. Pays great. Really? You think I'm a stereotype? I mean, let's not into that more. Sure, flexible hours, work from home. It's a good gig. I could teach you the basics sometime, if you want. Or, maybe that's getting too personal. She slowly waves a finger at me to tell me off. Besides, you didn't come here to criticize my cooking, did you? No, well, half of it, half not, to be fair. I did come here to get my freaking PS5, I hope you've got one. Well, she shakes her head in mock disapproval. Tell me what we're doing this time. She takes a seat in the depths of her sofa, sips her wine watching me. So, there's this girl from several years ago or the next day, depending on Act 1 and Act 2, the time between. There's this girl. I tell her about Lily. Oh, I tell her about Lily. Yeah, that's what we're saying in our head, right? I tell her about the girl in my lecture who sat next to me twice now and asked me out for coffee once. We haven't gone yet, it's tomorrow. And what do you want to do with her? Okay. As I talk, we start a little dance again. I can't remember how many times it's been now. 6, 7 maybe. The memories of each visit are so hard to pin down. Just wisps of half-remembered touch. Winter lets me talk, and as I do, she performs whatever I say. On my shadow. The fuzzy half-feeling of it rippling through me, as if muffled through cloth. It never seems self-conscious. This music is just starting again every 5 seconds right now. Rippling through me as if muffled through cloth. Never seems self-conscious as I tell her things to do. Never questions them. But I never let myself look for too long. Gradually my shadow seems to change. It looks like me in silhouette. It's like there's another person layered over. I have the horrible feeling it's Lily. Okay. Then we have this weird skull thing again. Part of me feels guilty for this play act we perform. All mixed up with the guilt I feel of having any feelings in the first place. I thought maybe it would start to go away after we did this a few times, but it's barely made a dent. Instead it just feels I've made Winter culpable for my desires too, which feels... It feels what? Winter senses something is wrong and turns her attention from my shadow to me. Do you want to stop? For a moment it's difficult to talk with her fingers in my mouth. Oh really? That's very surprising. You'd think that you'd be able to talk fine with several freaking fingers in your mouth. Jesus Christ. Do you ever get that? Like the dentist is talking to you while like 4 fingers are in your mouth, like all the freaking stuff, and it's like, oh, how's your day been? Oh yeah. Yes, it's very easy to talk when you got freaking 7 bits of metal in your freaking mouth poking at your teeth. Very easy, isn't it, dentist? Well done, mate. But then the phone clears and I remember she's still only touching my shadow. Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. Could you repeat the question? Do you want to stop? No, why not? No, I maybe. No, I maybe so. And I say so. As I say so, I become increasingly sure I mean yes. Winter draws back, kneeling in front of me on the bed. So why did you give me the freaking option if you mean yes then, girl? Jesus Christ. I don't know what that word is, has been broken down now. I'm not going to say in case it's a rude word or something like that. And I see the 3 of us... as if from above, my shadow and Winter backing away from each other, like guilty teens caught in a cupboard or a cupboard, and myself watched the 2 of them from barely a foot away. The clothes Winter picked out for me barely register until I realize I'm cold. I've been cold for some time now, so emotionally cold maybe, and never noticed. You don't seem as into it today. I'm not, I don't know, I'm sorry. I guess that one? I'm sorry, I don't know about all this. She looks at me for a moment, then starts hunting around the hoodie. You don't think it's working? I honestly can't answer. It's difficult to even know what I think. Everything feels so, or like muddy water. I roll my knees up to my chest and sit like that for a minute on the bed. The underwear Winter gave me to wear digs in at the sides, making it harder to breathe. Do you really feel like it's helping you out? Or you at all? I guess so. Do you really feel like it's helping you at all? She turns to look back at me, unsure for a moment. Might get anything out of this. Does watching you be comfortable with feeling attractive help me? I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel anything about it either way. But I don't say it. Winter's eyes are hollow. As she looks at me, they don't burn. It's difficult to tell. Knowing something or knowing someone else can do what I can't isn't having the revelatory, there we go. Isn't having the revelatory effect I thought it might. I laugh into my knees and let myself unfold again, lying down and looking at the ceiling. Winter sits on the bed again. Oh, again, Ryan's freaking missed messages now. Winter sits on the bed again. Then I watch you, okay? Feels like there's some quality you have and I don't. I like someone gave you permission to feel these things, and that makes it alright. I hear her take a sip of water and sigh. I suppose you gave my permission. Maybe that's all it is. I'm glad you can feel that. You think so? I know what consent is. I suppose you gave me permission? And that makes you alright. You think so? I guess? Yeah, maybe. It's not just permission to feel good, or take what you want, or impose. Yeah, we actually have a face and they don't, so that's weird. I'm not so sure what that's about right now. It's more like one partner gives permission to the other, so they can feel vulnerable. She looks away. Is there a difference? What if they don't do the same? I guess what if they don't do the same? Then you have something deeply unbalanced. One person bearing their soft little heart, and the other stepping on it like a snail on wet pavement. I pull a face and she grins back. She can't help it. Are you scared of that? She doesn't reply straight away. I can hear the clock ticking, and we sit on our bed in silence. Yes, that's Una's Anna's about to end again. I mean, you have to face your fears, don't you? So I hear. Isn't that what we're doing, do we? I really wish that they made, like, the music cutting out and coming back in not so freaking obvious. So I hear, isn't that what we're doing? Do you? I guess this one? Well, yeah, but she trails off for a moment, lost for what to say. She stands up and turns to face me. I've got a date. I raised my eyebrows in surprise. A date? You didn't say anything. I thought we were freaking together, mate. Okay. She shrugs. It doesn't come across as nonchalant, as much as evasive. Now that's what this has all been for, right? Guess it must be working. Let me see how it feels to be comfortable in your own skin. And I put it into practice. I guess fair enough. Is it the guy you mentioned before? She nods and holds my gaze defiantly, as if she's waiting for some criticism. I don't have anything to say.